brother down with Shizzywhiznut.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day.
Excusable neglect. My ass, the Lynette, Ramsaran, and Bubbles disaster. What you idiots filed isn't a motion to reinstate, it's an embarrassment, a soggy cocktail napkin of excuses dragged into Judge Specie's courtroom like it was a crown jewel. If a real motion is filet mignon, yours is gas station sushi left under a heat lamp, stinking, slippery, guaranteed to poison anyone who touches it. Well, let's start with the obvious. This case was dead. Lynette, you were told what to do. File your schedules, sign your declaration, pay the fees. You had 2 weeks. You blew it like everything else you touch. The case was dismissed. It was done. Finished. But instead of moving on, you and Ramsaran cooked up this excusable neglect fantasy. The idea that Judge Specie isn't going to forget her own order and let you crawl back because your lawyer was too busy waving his disciplinary record around like a trophy. Ramsaran, your grand defense is, I couldn't file. Well, cry me a fucking river. The court gave you every option. Fax, mail, Dropbox, walk it in by hand. Hell, tie it to a drunk raccoon and shove it towards Tallahassee. At least then you'd be trying. No, you didn't do nothing. You did absolutely nothing. And then instead of filing the missing schedules, you started an email chain with the clerk, begging for advice like a lost law student who can't find the copy machine. You put it in writing, proof that you knew the options, proof that you still didn't act, and then you stapled that pathetic email chain to your motion like it was Exhibit A. Well, that doesn't prove diligence. That just proves you're a bad lawyer. Let's not forget what's tucked in with all those excuses. Your Southern District suspension order. Really? That's your play? Sorry, Judge, I couldn't follow your order because here's proof another judge already caught me screwing up. Well, that's not advocacy. You just officially graduated from lawyer to liability, and the fact that you thought that that would help your client tells us everything about how bad at this job you really are. Lynette, don't think you're sliding past here. This isn't about excusable neglect. We all know this is about delay. You've been running the clock from the start. You knew your case was screwed sideways. You knew dismissal was coming. Instead of complying, you've been dragging this out to keep the stay in place for as long as possible. Every day you delay is just another day you get to scream bankruptcy at your enemies on YouTube and try to weaponize the system. Hell, you didn't file schedules because you didn't want the truth on paper. You don't want the judge or your creditors seeing what's really there because you notice Ramaswamy didn't file those schedules yet again. Well, this motion wasn't filed to fix anything. Hell, it was filed to stall. Oh, look, the creditors list. Hales, Cook, George, Shockett, Granger. Well, it doesn't look like debts. It really reads like your enemies list, a burn book stuffed into the federal docket. Shit, this isn't a bankruptcy petition. It's a hit list. You weaponized it like it was your own personal vendetta checklist. And Ramsaran, the fact that you put your name on it tells me that you either didn't read it, didn't care, or you're just really bad at lawyering. It reminds me of that incompetent fool Bubbles, the same delay at all cost nonsense, the same legal tomfoolery. Ramsaran, did you have enough stupidity to invent this on your own? No, because really this reeks of a legally inept moron, whispering in the background, feeding you a whole bunch of garbage arguments and watching you march them straight into Judge Specie's courtroom. Well, congratulations if this is the case, because you made yourself a Muppet and Bubbles has his hand deep up your ass. So now we're left with a dead case being dragged back onto the docket with more excuses, email change. Shit. disciplinary orders. Hell, and a hit list of personal enemies. You really think Judge Specie's going to clap her hands and say, oh, yes, let's pretend that none of this ever happened? No. What's more likely is she asked the question out loud, why shouldn't sanctions be on the table? Because, hell, let's be honest, if this isn't sanctionable, what is? You wasted the court's time, you ignored orders, you filed junk, you filed your own failures as exhibits, and then you had the audacity to say, well, no one's prejudiced. Prejudice, the only one not prejudiced here is you. Everyone else, your creditors, the court, the system itself has been dragged through your stalling circus. Hell, Lynette, you're treating bankruptcy like the rest of your miserable life. All drama, no substance. And Ramsaran, you're treating the federal court like a place to store your disciplinary paperwork. No, so let's try this for a change, Lynette. Stop pretending this is about debt relief. Ramsaran, stop pretending you're a competent lawyer and this isn't law. Shit, this isn't relief. This is excusable neglect. It's neglect, plain, simple, weaponized for delay. And if there is any justice, Judge Specie isn't going to reinstate a damn thing. She's going to reinstate her patience for sanctions and bury your ass under it. Respectfully yours, but not really. Shizzywhiznut, the Velcro shoe wearing, short bus riding, legal badger of doom. And most definitely, yo daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down.